A Fort Resolution man is thankful to be alive after a months-long battle with necrotizing fasciitis, or flesh-eating disease. Wilfred Simon was medevaced April 1st after a nurse in his community suspected a painful scratch and high fever was a case of invasive Group A streptococcus. Health officials say cases of the rare infection are on the rise here and across Canada. Joanne Stassen has more, but first a warning, some of the images in the story are graphic.
Wilfred Simon says it was his wife who insisted he get the small scratch checked out at the nursing station.
The doctor told me later on that if I stayed in res another few hours, or a couple hours, I would have been dead.
Simon says the nurse immediately called a medevac. By the time he got to Yellowknife, he was already unconscious. Simon spent 57 days at Stanton Territorial Hospital. It took 5 surgeries and life support to keep him alive and save his leg, as well as skin grafts.
They cut the side of my leg right up to my crotch and the outside right up to my hip. They had to move skin and they had a big hole right to my bone and my shin.
The Chief Public Health Officer for the Northwest Territories says so far this year, 1 person has died with invasive Group A strep. And there have been 9 cases, close to half of which were detected in May. Normally, the Territory would see 9 cases in a whole year. Candola says they are being vigilant and they've put healthcare workers on alert.
The necrotizing fasciitis is the pain seems to be disproportionate to what you're seeing, but the infection is spreading along your muscle and your fat tissues, and it can spread really quickly and fast. It can cause a lot of pain. You may not see it on the outside, but that's an emergency.
Candola says there's no connection between the cases, and it mirrors an upward trend that's being seen in the rest of Canada.
I don't know why this particular year we're starting to see an upward swing, but when we do see that swing, it's really important that we let people know.
Simon is headed back home to Fort Resolution today. He's still in a lot of pain and has to visit the nursing station twice weekly to get checked out. But he says his faith is giving him strength, and he's crediting the healthcare workers who responded so quickly to his symptoms, and of course, his wife. Joanne Stassen, CBC News, Yellowknife.